watching my daddy's hands, cracked and worn from the working land. He never talked much, just nodded slow, but those hands told me all I needed to know. Rust on his truck, dust on his boots, early mornings, hard-earned truths. He'd say, son, life don't owe you a thing. Then he'd pray at night for everything. My old man's hands showed me how to stand when the world tries to knock you down. They held the line, they built this ground, taught me pride without a sound. Now every scar, every grain lives on in who I am. Yeah, I learned how to be a man from my old man's hands. He taught me how to drive that old Ford slow, how to fix what breaks, how to let things go. Said anger burns quicker than a flame, but love's what leaves a lasting name. We didn't say much about hurt or fear, just worked through silence year by year. But every time I lost my way, he'd say, I'm proud of you, then turn away. My old man's hands showed me how to stand when the world tries to knock you down. They held the line, they built this ground, taught me pride without a sound. Now every scar, every grain lives on in who I am. Yeah, I learned how to be a man from my old man's hand. Now his hands shake when he pours his drink, and I see time in every blink. Funny how the years go fast when you finally see the past. I grabbed his hand the other day, didn't know what else to say. He smiled and said, son, you did all right. That's a moment I'll carry all my life. My old man's hands still guide my way, even when he's gone someday. They built my heart, they shaped my plans, left their mark in who I am. If I leave one thing when my time ends, I hope my boy understands that I learned how to be a man from my old man's hands. Yeah, the strongest words I ever knew were the ones he never had to use.
Clock on the wall says 3:30. A ghost in the mirror staring back at me. Your chair's still empty, your picture's gone, but your shadow lingers when the lights turn on. I tried praying, tried sleeping too, but every road still leads to you. So I pour another memory in a glass, trying not to drown in the past. Whiskey keeps me company when you don't. It listens better than most folks won't. numbs my throat, but it eases my mind. Whiskey's the only thing that stays all night. I ain't proud of the man I became, but lonely hearts all bleed the same. Some men run, some men fight. I just drank through another night. Whiskey keeps me company, quiet and strong. Never says when I'm right or wrong. If loving you was my only crime, then whiskey's been doing hard time. Yeah, me and whiskey, one more night.
I was in my corner, as always, drinking aimlessly, trying to drown a past that has no remedy. The door swung open and time stopped its spin, 'cause the ghost I was running from came walking in. 20 years have passed, but the fire still burns bright. Her eyes met mine and I knew it was too late that night. You are the song that the radio won't play anymore, the road that I took that left me wanting more. We are both ruins, covered in scars and in pain, a bittersweet reunion that destiny ordained. I still love you, but I can't come back to stay, 'cause the man that you loved is no longer in this bar today. Your hair is much shorter and mine's turning gray. You talk about children, a home and a brighter way. I talk about dust, about nights in cheap motels, about debts that life collects in broken shells. We toasted the past to a future that never came true, and the silence between us is the fear we hold on to. You are the song that the radio won't play anymore, the road that I took that left me wanting more. We are both ruins, covered in scars and in pain, a bittersweet reunion that destiny ordained. I still love you, but I can't come back to stay, 'cause the man that you loved is no longer in this bar today. You asked if I was happy, and I managed to smile, but the truth is I died on the day I left for a while. Happiness is a train I could never quite reach, and my place is right here watching time breach. Don't ask me to stay or to kiss you goodbye, 'cause my kiss tastes like farewell and the ocean's high. You are the song that the radio won't play anymore, the road that I took that left me wanting more. We are both ruins, covered in scars and in pain, a bittersweet reunion that destiny ordained. I still love you, but I can't come back to stay, 'cause the man that you loved is no longer in this bar today.
I woke up with a sunrise calling my name. Old coffee on the stove, same old flame, a pickup down the road, coffin smoke, another day chasing dreams, another joke. Mama said, boy, don't run too far, but the road keeps pulling like a faded star. I got a pocket full of hope and a half tank of truth and a lifetime of dust on my boots. There's dust on my boots and miles in my head, songs on the radio about the things I never said. I ain't rich, I ain't young, but I still believe freedom's found somewhere between here and me. Old towns talk, but they don't listen. They count your scars like some religion. I tip my hat to the life I knew and drove off chasing something new. There's dust on my boots and pain in my eyes, but every broken road still feels alive. If I go down, I'll go chasing truth with the sun on my back and dust on my boots. Yeah, the road knows my name. Tonight, that's enough. I borrowed $20 from a man named Snake-Eyed Joe. Said I'd pay him back by Tuesday, but the river wouldn't flow. The crops were dust and sorrow. The bank took what was left, and a man like Joe don't care about a poor man's theft. He came to my shack on Wednesday with a smile as cold as ice. Said the interest on your promise just doubled up the price. There's a debt in this world that the Lord won't forgive, the kind that makes you wonder why you even try to live. I paid him back and lived, not silver, gold, or brass, and watched the life drain out of him through the broken glass. Now the law is on my trail and the hounds are on the scent, but a man's gotta pay the debt that he was sent. I left my wife a letter, told her not to wait for me. Said I'd traded my freedom for a moment's liberty. She knows the kind of man I am. She knows the path I chose. A life of running from the things that everybody knows. I'm hiding in the mountains where the air is thin and sharp. Playing my last sad song on this old broken heart. There's a debt in this world that the Lord won't forgive, the kind that makes you wonder why you even try to live. I paid him back and lived, not silver, gold, or brass, and watched the life drain out of him through the broken glass. Now the law is on my trail and the hounds are on the scent, but a man's gotta pay the debt that he was sent. Whoa, I hear the sirens wailing, getting closer to my hide. Guess the time for run has finally died. I look at the revolver with one bullet left inside, a final payment for the debt I couldn't hide. Tell my wife I loved her, tell her not to weep. The only way to settle up is to fall asleep. There's a debt in this world that the Lord won't forgive, the kind that makes you wonder why you even try to live. I paid him back and lived, not silver, gold, or brass, and watched the life drain out of him through the broken glass. Now the law is on my trail and the hounds are on the scent, but a man's gotta pay the debt that he was sent.
cornfield with the dirt in my hand. My cradle was a flatbed of an old pickup van. I learned how to pray before I learned how to read, 'cause only God and hard work could plant the right seed. The sun burned the skin, but it couldn't burn the faith, and life was rough, but we stood up in its wake. It's just the dust and the prayer that keep us going on, the sweat on the brow and the promise of a new dawn. I don't have gold, no palace, no fancy crest, but I've got my word and the strength in my chest. God gave me the guitar and the highway to roam, and what I have lost, I know I'll one day bring home. The city called out with its bright neon lights, promising fortune but only giving me insights. The insight to know that money can't buy peace, and that the real life I lived has long since ceased. I saw the greed and the envy in the eyes of the rich, and came back to the country to escape that ditch. It's just the dust and the prayer that keep us going on, sweat on the brow and the promise of a new dawn. I don't have gold, no palace, no fancy crest, but I've got my word and the strength in my chest. God gave me the guitar and the highway to roam, and what I have lost, I know I'll one day bring home. I still recall my father's voice, strong and rough, saying that the truth is the only real stuff, that honesty's the coin that will never rust, and family's the harbor where the soul finds its trust. I carry that lesson in every song that I make, 'cause life is a circle and we return for the sake. It's just the dust and the prayer that keep us going on, the sweat on the brow and the promise of a new dawn. I don't have gold, no palace, no fancy crest, but I've got my word and the strength in my chest. God gave me the guitar and the highway to roam, and what I have lost, I know I'll one day bring home.
They say the devil drives a black sedan on Highway 61, looking for a soul to claim before the rising sun. I've been driving this stretch since '72, seen a lot of things, but nothing chills my blood like the song that old road sings. It's a ribbon of asphalt stretching from the north to the Gulf, and every mile is a story of a man who lost himself. I saw the ghost of Highway 61 in my rearview mirror, a hitchhiker in denim, drawing closer, drawing nearer. He never speaks a word, just points down to the south with a cold, hard look and a silence in his mouth. He rides with me till Memphis, then he vanishes in the air, leaving nothing but the smell of smoke and a silent prayer. I asked the old man at the diner what the legend was about. He poured me another coffee and he let the story out. Said the ghost was a musician
who sold his soul for fame, got his wish and lost his life in a fiery, twisted frame. Now he's bound to that highway, forever on the run, looking for a ride to a place where his work is done. I saw the ghost of Highway 61 in my rearview mirror, a hitchhiker in denim, drawing closer, drawing nearer. He never speaks a word, just points down to the south with a cold, hard look and a silence in his mouth. He rides with me till Memphis, then he vanishes in the air, leaving nothing but the smell of smoke and a silent prayer. I don't believe in spirits, I believe in steel and rust, but every time I see him, I feel a sudden gust. Maybe he's a warning, maybe he's a friend, telling me that every long road has to have an end. I just keep the pedal down and I keep my eyes ahead, 'cause the only thing worse than the living is the walking dead. I saw the ghost of Highway 61 in my rearview mirror, a hitchhiker in denim, drawing closer, drawing nearer. He never speaks a word, just points down to the south with a cold, hard look and a silence in his mouth. He rides with me till Memphis, then he vanishes in the air, leaving nothing but the smell of smoke and a silent prayer.
The clock on the wall says it's 3:15, the emptiest hour that I have ever seen. The bartender's wiping down the counter with a sigh, and I'm staring at my reflection with a question in my eye. I promised her this morning that I'd be home by 10, but the devil in the bottle brought me back here again. It's the last drink before dawn and the first of the day, washing all my good intentions and my promises away. This liquid courage is a liar, a thief in the night, stealing all my future and dimming all my light. I know where I'm going and I know where I've been, and the only way out is to pour it all in. I see her face in the bottom of this glass of rye, the disappointment in her eyes as I told another lie. She deserves a mansion, a garden, and a clean slate, but all I ever gave her was a reason to wait. I could walk out now, turn my life around and mend, but the weight of the past is a burden that won't end. It's the last drink before dawn and the first of the day, washing all my good intentions and my promises away. This liquid courage is a liar, a thief in the night, stealing all my future and dimming all my light. I know where I'm going and I know where I've been, and the only way out is to pour it all in. I hear the birds outside starting their morning song, telling me that I've been here for far too long. I'll leave a 20 on the counter and walk into the street with a taste of regret and the dust on my feet. I'll face the sunrise and the shame that it brings. Just another lost soul with broken wings. It's the last drink before dawn and the first of the day, washing all my good intentions and my promises away. This liquid courage is a liar, a thief in the night, stealing all my future and dimming all my light. I know where I'm going, and I know where I've been, and the only way out is to pour it all in. Same gas station, same cracked sign, same old jokes, same old time. The town grew old but never moved, like it had nothing left to prove. Names carved deep in Prairie stone. Everybody's related, nobody's alone, except the ones who left too soon, chasing a different tune. It's a town that never changed while I did. It forgave me anyway for the life I live. Front porch lights still guide you in, like they always did. You don't have to explain your scars, they know where you've been. Some places don't ask why. It's a town that never changed, still calls my name. If I ever lose my way, I know the flame.
I drove by the corner where the neon used to shine, where we spent our youth on cheap beer and cheap wine. The sign was gone, the windows boarded up and gray, just another piece of history that faded away. It used to be the heart of town, the place where we belonged, where every broken cowboy could sing his lonely song. It was the day the honky-tonk closed and the music died, the last place left where a man could run and hide. They traded the sawdust floor for a parking lot of stone, and now every lonely drinker has to drink alone. The ghosts of all the good times are dancing in the street, but there's no more rhythm left for our weary feet. I remember the night I met you by the jukebox in the back. You were wearing a red dress and I was wearing black. We danced until the morning, until the lights came on too soon, underneath the glow of a half-forgotten moon. We swore we'd never change, we swore we'd always stay, but the honky-tonk closed and you just walked away. It was the day the honky-tonk closed and the music died, the last place left where a man could run and hide. They traded the sawdust floor for a parking lot of stone, and now every lonely drinker has to drink alone. They say progress is a good thing, they say we have to move on, but they don't understand the feeling when the good old days are gone. They can build their fancy clubs with their music loud and fast, but they can't replace the memories that were built to last. I'll just sit here in my truck and listen to the sound of the silence where the best damn honky-tonk used to be found. It was the day the honky-tonk closed and the music died, the last place left where a man could run and hide. They traded the sawdust floor for a parking lot of stone, now every lonely drinker has to drink alone. The ghosts of all the good times are dancing in the street, but there's no more rhythm left for our weary feet.